everyone, welcome to a new vlog. Welcome to Monday. Good morning or evening, depending on when you're watching it. It is morning for me. I've been for a walk, I've washed my hair, I've cleaned myself up, put some makeup on for Zoom today. I have my second to last Zoom class today. I have mixed feelings about that. On the one hand, I'll be glad to not have to be on Zoom for 3 hours every Monday and Wednesday afternoon, but the end of a semester or an A or B session is always a bit bittersweet because usually even in just the 7.5 weeks, I get pretty close to the students. You know, I get to know them, I like them, and I don't really want to say goodbye to them. I need to do my lesson planning for the day. I need to I know what I'm going to do. I know what we're doing in class. I just need to commit that to paper. And then I need to start grading. I also have office hours later. And then as far as book stuff goes, I need to try to write because I'm going to get behind if I don't. I didn't do any writing over the weekend because I was focused so much on editing. And then I need to... So as far as the book you guys know about goes, as far as Brave With You goes, if you watched the last vlog, you'll know that I have finished content editing, had a night to sleep on it, to think about it, and as I mentioned in that video, I still have time to slip something in. If, as I'm copy editing and like reading it really closely, as I will be for this next stage, if I feel like, this needs to change, that needs to change, if I get a great idea, if I want to change something, I technically can still change it. But my plan was that by the time I got to the copy editing stage, that all the big changes would be done and that I would really just be looking at commas and capitalization and missed words. That's what I'm focusing on in the copy edit stage. So for today, I don't think I'm going to get to actually doing any copy editing today, but what I need to do is prepare everything for the copy edit. So what I'm going to do for that is I can just compile straight from Scrivener into a Word doc, but I like doing a slight bit of pre-formatting. So what I'm going to do is manually copy and paste each chapter into a Word doc, get all of the chapter headings kind of starting to be formatted. The main thing is getting the page breaks in the right place. Like I said, there probably is an easier way to do it, but this is just the way that I like to do it. And then I'm going to start printing it. So I'm not entirely sure how much ink I have. So I'm going to print them one chapter at a time. I'm probably going to I should just order some ink today. If I don't run out in the middle of printing it, I will kill this ink cartridge by the end of printing all of this. I've given myself 2 weeks, and that includes the weekends. This week and all of next week, plus this weekend and next weekend, so 14 days. So I've given myself 14 days. So as long as I'm doing about 2 chapters a day, not including today, so technically 13 days. As long as I'm doing about 2 chapters a day, I should be able to get through the whole book in 2 weeks. Copy editing is mind-numbing, and I can't go fast. So I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to start setting this up, because then I can be printing them while I'm doing my other work. Then hopefully have at least 6 chapters printed off by the end of today. We'll see how it goes. I'll check in with you guys later. Okay, so I've got everything moved over. Right now I have it set at 1.5 spacing because at 1.5 it's 316 pages long, so I don't want to have to print out a million pages. And then as I was doing this, I realized I should probably go through Word's spell and grammar check before I print it off, make the changes that Word is suggesting, and then I can go through and copy edit whatever word missed. That's where we're at with that. I'll keep working on that later, but I need to switch over to teaching work now. It's time to start that. So I've got lesson planning and grading to do I need to go through my email and just see what came in over the weekend. Fun times. It's the end of the day and it's getting dark out. I need to turn some lights on in this apartment because it's really dark. I've just got my computer monitors and a desk lamp right now, and that's it. My brain feels like mush right now. Class went well. Their presentations went great. Everyone had to share their screen and talk us through their final project. That went really well. I've just been doing some writing. I managed to get to my word goal in that work in progress, so that's great. I actually did about 100 words more. It's fantastic. I was just really feeling like, oh, there's no way I'm going to get to my word goal in that project today. And then I did. So yay, I love when that happens. So I have officially crossed off everything on my list today. I've got the first 10 chapters printed out, so that's slightly less than half the book printed out. Got my pink editing pen, so I'll start copy editing some chapters tomorrow, and then also possibly try to print some more off at my parents' house, use their printer. Got all my teaching tasks done for the day, and I've got all my book tasks done for the day. I feel like I've been for my walk today, and yeah, it's been a productive Monday. It's been a really productive Monday. I'm going to heat something up for dinner, relocate over to the couch. I've got some YouTube videos to watch. I do not want to be up late tonight. I really want to go to sleep early tonight if possible because I'm really tired. And I feel like I didn't sleep very well last night. I didn't sleep as well as I would have liked. I'm going to get on with having a very cozy and relaxing evening. The candles are already turned on in my fireplace because I sat down over on the couch for about 10 minutes before my class started to take a break. I only gave myself 10 minutes today, and I just laid down on the couch and closed my eyes. So the candles are already on, but I need to turn some lamps on, and I need to turn my last string of fairy lights on. So that's the plan for the evening. Now let's get on with it. Hello, good morning. I'm exhausted. I did not sleep well at all. I woke up with a really bad IBS flare-up in the middle of the night, early morning. It was like 4 a.m. Too early to just stay awake, but too late in the morning to like get any decent amount of sleep after going back to sleep. So I'm exhausted and I'm just finding it hard to function and to control emotions today. So I'm just feeling really stressed and anxious and worked up about stuff that normally I'm able to just kind of put to the side. But I'm going to the house today. So we had a Whole Foods delivery here on Sunday, so I need to pack up all of Mom's groceries to take them over to her. Need to finish packing up my bag and then get on the road. I have grading to do, a lot of grading to do, and some other course admin stuff to do. But yeah, today I'm just, because I didn't sleep well, I need to just not think about what's stressing me out because it's just going to stress me out even more today because of how tired I am. It's all book related, and on the one hand, I want to include like a realistic portrayal of what it's like to go through this process as a kind of new self-publishing author. Like, I'm not experienced. I've only got one book to my name. It's only my second time doing this, and so it's still a very new process, and I'm still learning a lot as I go along. And so I think for other self-publishing authors who find these videos, I think it can be really helpful. Like, I wish I'd been able to find someone kind of vlogging almost day by day what that experience is like. So I want to include all of it, the good, the bad, and the ugly. But I also don't want to irritate people. So it's tricky to know how much to include. I was having a breakdown earlier. I'm feeling a bit calmer now. On the one hand, I could just quit. I could absolutely do that. If it was really causing me significant mental harm, I could just say, you know what, I did it. It was an interesting experience and it's done. And I could just leave that book up there and just let it do whatever it's going to do and just put it in the past. I don't want to do that because I do really enjoy this. Overall, I enjoy the process as a whole. There are parts of the process I don't like as much. I definitely like the writing and the editing process way more, and I enjoy the marketing side and like talking with readers once they've read it. This stage that I'm at now, the copy editing through formatting, through publishing and launch is what really stresses me out. You know, there are lessons that I learned from last time, and so in some ways some things are going a little bit more smoothly, but then there are other things where despite my best efforts, stuff is out of my hands, and that's frustrating. As far as today goes, and what's stressing me out today is I'm having all of these random thoughts weighing me down and stressing me out. And a lot of it is just like stuff that I really shouldn't be bothering myself with thinking about right now. And a lot of it is also like with starting the copy edit, I can change some things. I can rewrite a sentence. I can rearrange a paragraph. But like the plot is what it is. The characterization, the plot development, the character development, all of these things, like they are what they are. We're past like everything now has to kind of be in place. That's a really nerve-wracking position to be in as an author, because you just have to kind of trust yourself that if you were going to have a better idea, you would have had it a few months ago. And I think it's harder with this book than it was with book one, because book one I took several years to write it. And so it's like, as I got to the copy editing stage, I just knew if you were going to have a better idea for a different plot, a different group of characters, a different story completely, you would have had it several years ago. But with this, I've only been working on it since late April. Now, a lot of the ideas I had while I was finishing up book one, so a lot of the ideas are like a year or more old at this point. But for the most part, as far as writing it goes, I've only been working on it for about 6 months. And so it's like, is that enough time? Or will I hit publish in December and have like, oh, I should have written that instead. So that's just kind of what's bouncing around in my head right now. It's a lot, and I'm nervous and I'm worried, and most of it is just amplified by my lack of sleep. So I know it's not as bad as my head is making it feel. I need time. I need more time. But then I also think I could have all the time in the world and probably still be having all of these worries and second guessings and doubts and stuff. So it really isn't about time. It really is about my mental perspective on it. So need to work on that. It's not that dissimilar to how I felt during my dissertation. So I know a lot of you who are watching these are grad students writing your dissertations, your PhD projects and stuff. And you hit a similar, feeling there. Even with everyone who's looking at it, you still wonder, like, could I have argued this differently? Could this be stronger? You second guess every bit of feedback you get from your committee. It's fine. I'm gonna go. I will show you the puppies, and I will talk to you later. Gus is mad. I got up. Did I get up, Gus? Did I get up, Gus? He's not happy. But I'm at my parents' house. And I have been doing all the grading, but there were also a couple packages that got delivered. So I thought I would show you. One is something I always love to see, and that is a whole box of my books. The last big batch that I got were for kind of just as my backdrop. I just wanted a bunch of books on my shelf, but these are for the future. I would like to start selling books through my website, selling autographed copies. So that's kind of what those are going to be for. I ordered a bunch, even though I'm not quite ready yet, just because it takes so long for Amazon to print them off. When you order them to purchase, as if you're a reader buying the book, they don't take as long, but the author copies, for some reason, take forever. But just love seeing that. And then the other things, I had a small order from Nordstrom Rack. I needed new leggings. These are going to be hard to see, but they've got really nice, really deep pockets. So like I've got the iPhone 11 and it fits from here up to about here. So it's nowhere near sticking out the top. So it's got two pockets, one on each leg, nice high-waisted leggings, and they're kind of like a dry fit moisture wicking. So they're by Zella. I got them from Nordstrom Rack. They were only like $30. Yeah, $28.97. So really not bad. Fit really well. They're definitely more of an athletic style. They're not as soft and cozy as like a lounge legging. So these will be for walking and hiking and will be perfect for that because my yoga bottoms that I have from Target have held up really well, even though these are like several years old now practically by this point. But I've got two pairs of leggings from Lane Bryant that have just completely worn out on the inseam. My Lane Bryant ones don't have a reinforced inseam like this does, and this is the same seam that most, if not all, of my, so my Target ones have that kind of reinforced inseam as well. So this will replace one of my Lane Bryant pairs, and then I'll try to get another one. Then the other thing I found this. Do I need a planner for 2020? No. But when it comes to planners, I don't really pay attention to what I need. This one's by Ted Baker, so obviously that's the reason I got it. And it says, "What's your agenda?" And it's like a gold and rose gold, rose and pink, and nice sturdy cover. And then we've got there's a folder, which I like on the front. So double-sided folder, some stickers, which is always great, and then different sections. So you've got kind of note section, planning section, kind of dates and don't forgets, and more notes. And then this is your weekly. So there's 52 weeks. It's undated, so I can use this at any point because I do want to switch, I think, back to my Charmed Life Master Planner in January, but that only has 8 months that I haven't used up, so I can switch to this one or switch back and forth. So that's all of that, all 52 weeks. And then it's got a notes section and the beautiful Ted Baker prints. Really nice thick notes section that's got lined pages and then blank pages and then grid pages. So I thought that was kind of cool. The last section, they call it hot lists. And I thought this was cool. So it's different don't forget lists, but they're perforated so you can tear each one out individually. So I thought that was really nice. So there's a bunch of those. So I just thought this was a really cute planner. I bought it thinking I could either use it as my weekly planner or I can use it as a project planner, project binder for next year. So we'll see. I'm not really that fussed one way or the other. I never mind having, there's lens flare. I never mind having extra planners and notebooks. They will all get used eventually. So I've been working all day since getting here. I'm caught up on grading. I'm caught up on email. I'm just caught up in general on a lot of stuff. So that's good. And I think we're gonna have dinner in a little bit. So I'm now gonna switch over to writing and editing. I'm going to try to do, I think I'm going to do some editing, switch to writing, and switch back to editing, because editing isn't something, copy editing isn't something that I can focus on super intensely for like an hour straight. I kind of have to break it up into sessions. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to get my music on and get to work.